gaming. I guess they will be able to run it. They are pretty skilled, so I guess they will be able to do with this auto cutting waves, and they will not make mistakes on the Aghanim timer.
Well, you heard it there from the expert himself. I actually had the nice camera segment in because I'm very used to South American Dota where the game starts. Oh, let's pause it for 2 minutes. But yeah, no, they actually want to start playing the game immediately, which is a breath of fresh air. However, Stormstormer wanted to place an obs up high. I think he mistimed it a little bit. It wasn't setting in the correct angle, so that you get the unfortunate pathing shenanigans. And will not be able to get the ward placed in that position just yet.
Yeah, the thing is, Scotto has such a huge move speed that he can break your smoke, so not much to do there. At least he didn't drop the ward, so he didn't give the 3D ward. Fishman Dome for the camp block.
Yeah, it is. I also like the NT draft, but again, gotta keep hampering on it. There definitely is, like, they have some flaws in their draft. There's very little catch. You don't have like the tiny going in. Their control is also severely lackluster. It's lasso and the visage stuns, and that's about it. But it is a lineup that really can do one thing and one thing only, and that is snowball out of control. And that is literally what they're banking everything on.
But that makes a lot of sense, not having the stuns. When you go for Chen, it's something that's not intuitive. Like, Chen Timber is amazing. But like, you pick Chen, your offlaner is like, oh, we need stuns, pick me a Mars. But the thing is, you want to win lanes and you want to run at towers. You don't want to be like initiating a target and bursting the target. You just want to be pushing waves and make the enemy team come into you. So it's better that you have those heroes that can sustain a lot instead of having the stun heroes. The only thing you need to worry is with creep skipping, wave cutting, and sort of shenanigans that definitely a Kodo can do. But you have the Bat Rider, which is a hero that's rushing travels to deal with it. Also, Chain with the creeps is pretty decent. Visage with the familiars can do something in regards to that.
Yeah, they have quite a nice amount of tools against it. I also like the last pick Dom, even though, you know, Dawn's always picked. But in this case, you're playing against a lineup that wants to like push a lot. And Dawn's really good for that because you can always just defend the side lane your team needs you. You pop ulti, you're there. Spectre on steroids.
I'm watching this Tiny. He might die here if they get level 2. Okay, they didn't focus on getting level 2.
Yeah, but also if you would have probably continued there, noticed would have just clapped him with the Celestial Hammer and the Starbreaker.
The thing is, like, if you force the creeps and get the 2 and get the point on Goo, you're probably getting the kill on Tiny. Because Tiny has 0 armor and he went for the 3 throw to try to deny some creeps, so he's not that strong in lane.
Yeah, but neither is Bristle against the Dawn. That's like that damage right there. Add in a tiny avalanche right now, and you probably kill him.
Yeah, because now Tiny's 2, so now he has a spell. That's the thing. He wasn't.
Yeah, now he does have the avalanche, but even then, previously, like, you walk up, you can always, yeah, you can have that happen. You don't pay attention for half a second, and then he just gets clapped, because Dawnbreaker is a very, very balanced hero.
Yeah, and you need to take a lot of care with being baited by sticks if you are a Bristol back, because he used a lot of the quiz spray, but he didn't go for a kill, so he was just giving so much resources to notice.
Toby top lane, the lane equilibrium is in his favor, but Suneko is getting some very nice pulls going in, so Katami is going to go for a scouting mission, seeing what he's doing, and getting rid of the courier. Haha, got him. Unfortunately, it does mean that Toby's lane does become a lot tougher, considering you do not ever want to get anywhere close to a Juggernaut if you can get the spin with the Inkswell on you.
Yeah, it's a very difficult lane for the Visit. Doing very well considering the lane. Fishman, he's going for Force Major, but he's baiting with the sticks.
Oh yeah, what does the Intimidate? Giants, Wolves, Ferocious, Roar, reduce all nearby enemies' total attack damage by 50%. You know, there's some of those small creeps that I still haven't really read after all the changes, so I kind of have to reread certain spells. Oh, Pure getting absolutely domed here. Almost kills off Force Majeure. Fishman, right click. Yeah! Right click Chen, best kind of Chen.
For your sins.
Yeah, but I'm really worried for that start on Pure. Gonna already delay his agonies, and I'm pretty sure that Batrider is farming the stacks on Ancient. That might happen, so he won't have stacks to recover his game. It starts really, really difficult, especially considering it's a last pick Bristol. Okay, he goes again. I think one approach could have been to start as a 3 lane, and that he starts with the Goo. I think starting with Goo against Tiny is always the best option, considering Tiny has 0 armor. You can do so much damage, and you have this low on top. But he went for the Quill Spray to try to farm with it, and now Fishman. No, they're going for Pure.
Dropping low. Pure is dead again, and it's just... That bottom lane's over. It's done. Pure died 3 times already. It's not like he will be able to survive it any much more with that extra point in Bristle back. Just too much damage comes out from the Dawnbreaker. Level 5, getting close to level 6. We all know that what kind of shenanigans will happen in that regard, but you also can't really put Pure in the top lane either, so how are you going to rectify this issue?
Jungle? He doesn't even have a TP, so it would make sense that at least he goes for the next jungle creep, but he's walking towards the lane.
Yeah, the walk of shame. Back to the lane he goes. Net worth wise, he is actually not doing that bad. He's just slightly behind the Hawks. The plus side is every single time they kill him, he gets 50 million quill sprays off and he kills the entire creep wave. So there is some value to dying there.
And he gets a free TP.
That's also,
considering he's not using the TP, he's banking it.
Oh, Force Majeure behind the tower though. They could possibly send in a TP. Bat is level 6. Speaking of the Bat, there's he's going. Fishman dropping low. Notice does get himself away. Force Majeure, they can only lasso one. Will they go even before the lasso? Yes, they will. Force Majeure does get lassoed, and that is a big cooldown use from Stormer as well. But it gives some free time for Pure because they both TP'd out.
Yeah, but it's fine that he uses for the Tiny because he's not using on the Coddle for sure. And on top, he doesn't have that much kill potential into the Juggernaut. So considering he didn't get the Dawnbreaker, getting a Tiny that's dipping out is actually meaningful because now the Tiny is the hero that needs to do the Walk of Shame. So pretty fine and happy with this kill.
Now it's top lane going on because there's so many kills going on in the bottom lane we barely even brushed up on top. Dahak his farm is not even that great. Dobie a little bit below, but that's mainly because Visage is... But his auto attack damage is pretty lackluster in the earlier stages of the game. Really needs the familiars to feel like a hero. Kind of like how Broodmother is like, okay, and then gets spiders, and then, oh my god, it's a Broodmother.
Yeah. He still needs 2 levels to that, but Zeus is focusing on stacking now, giving some free XP to him. That's a good move. Chen also stacking. This one is for Bristol, hopefully, and not for Coddle, right?
Yeah, that could also be the case. A Juggernaut Coddle walking by. Oh, free ancient stack. There's also a nice stack in the top lane though, which Taneko is pulling away to make sure that they can't get the lane pull.
Yeah, but they do have a ward, and they can see stacking from the Dire side on that big jungle from the Radiant. So Coddle, you can expect him to actually steal it, especially he's giving some XP to Tiny. Tiny's gonna have levels to be able to tank it for him. So actually Fishman's going for the farm.
He's a core, my dude. He's a core. He's not gonna give any farm away to his support. Pure Bristle, who is actually more farmed than the Hawk right now. And has himself the Vanguard, so dying should be a lot tougher to get done.
Yeah, but that Aghanim timing definitely is not gonna be around the 14. That's the best time you expect. It's gonna be like 16, 17-ish. Because no stacks feels really bad for the Bristle.
But do you know what is amazing? Dahak He is going for the Ramses build. He's getting himself the Midas on the Juggernaut. That's, you know, I barely get anyone to build up the Midas on Juggernaut. You are playing against the Chen, obviously. It's still pretty freaking good against the Chen in that regard. But I like to see it. A little bit of diversity there.
Yeah. In my opinion... Okay, Stormer.
What? Okay, in your opinion, Stormer, yeah?
No, it's because he might lasso someone and then you need to catch the fight. And now they're going for Fear.
Yeah, but Vanguard keeps
No
it
TP.
pretty healthy.
I really think Notice told like, guys, TP in, I'm gonna kill this guy. You see the TPs coming in now. They're super late.
Whoa, yeah,
Definitely told-
that makes no sense.
Yeah, like, guys, come on. And then they don't come and you're like, guys, you should have come. And they're like, okay, I'm TPing. But man, it's too late now.
Shut up, I'm already TPing. Come on, go.
Yeah. Like, I personally don't like the Midas, especially against this entity lineup, because you know the enemy team is on a timer. Fear.
Well, he gets healed against the damage that comes through. He's still on the run. Nice center stomp as well. Pure is still alive. There's a lot of quill spray stacks. Force Major is going to get taken down. Stormer has a lasso. He's looking for something. Katomi is in on the side, but yeah, that slow from the solar bind is just too much. They do find the kill onto Pure, so the TPs eventually were worth it.
Yeah, so just to complete the thought, it kind of makes our game a bit slower, going the Midas. It makes a bit greedier. I don't think Midas is as greedy as the Battle for it, to be honest. I guess it's even like less greedy, because then you're going for the Maelstrom build and Shard, so you're pretty active when you get the Shard. But the thing is, you're still on a kind of slow pace in the game, considering you're playing against this Bristol back lineup and you want to contest the first vote.
I think the reason why Ramses loves to go for it is because he just wants the extra experience gain to get his level 15 as fast as possible. The Blade Fury duration, in combination with the Shard, and then the Maelstrom, and then you go brrr. Beyblade to win is pretty solid. Omni Slash, for instance, in this game could be absolutely terrible, considering I assume at one point Toby is going to get himself the Shard with the stone form, and he's just going to stand there, or sit there, lie there. I don't even know what probably sit there.
Hide. Yeah, I think it's a great Lotus Orb game, because always that you have a Bristol, you love to have a Lotus Orb on him so he can really frontline. The thing is, you don't want to build these items a visit, you really want to build the Wraith 5.
Well, they are looking for more in the top lane. Laurel is, as you said, really hard to catch up to for Stormer, even going to get slowed down. The Illuminate Blast will connect. Nice Visage Familiar Stomp, but Stormer, he's the one in trouble right now. Does he get away? He is not going to be able to disengage, and he gets gone on. They turn it onto Toby. Avatar Smackdown Fishman in trouble, and that is going to be the Chen going for the straight TP out. Please don't have anything, and they do indeed not have enough to take him down. Look at the TP to safety, but yep, you did point it out. It is very hard to catch up to a Coddle with, well, he doesn't even have Spirit Form active, but he has 430 movement speed at the moment.
And he has the Solar Bind to reduce your move speed. That makes an even better Lotus Orb game, so you can dispel it. And it was actually a play that they wanted to combo with the Thunder God Wrath, but they didn't get someone that low that Zeus could use the spell, so
that he could kill
really
it. Yes.
Yeah, they wanted to use that cooldown for sure by forcing that team fight while he was at the mid lane, but they weren't able to, and now they go to Pure.
Pure in a whole lot of trouble. Omni Slash Spin, everything available is going to go for the TP. Do they keep him alive? Yes, they do. That is actually pretty neatly done. He is still fairly tanky. 2 pieces into the Ags. Not as fast as he would like, because, you know, he would like to have it in a minute or two, but nonetheless, still pretty farmed on that Bristle, still ahead of the Hack on that Juggernaut. And even the supports are really farmed.
Yeah, the Hack still has the Omni Slash, so if Bristle shows up again, I guess he's not saving it one more time. They go for Toby top.
Well, Toby does still have some Gravekeeper's Cloak stacks. But yeah, the pushback, the slows. Stormer needs that BKB as soon as possible, because he just can't catch up to them And Laurel is very annoying, but finally they get the lasso. Will control up the Dawn. The Dawn does not have a spell to get out of that position, and the tier 1 tower top should fall soon enough. The Fishman is just farming everything, by the way, on that gen.
But that's good on those sort of strategies that you want to snowball. You need that mech. Okay, he already has mech since a long time. But you want to 5-man, so it's good that you have the items when you start 5-man, because then all the farm is just gonna go for one hero. You're gonna be all on the same area of the map, so that he gets the items he needs to play as a team.
Laurel, in the meantime, is level 12, which is pretty okay. Stormstormer is at the same part because he stole those stacks, of course, in the jungle. That's why the Stormstormer is just a little bit of Laurel's net worth, is because there were nice fat stacks and he got them all secured because he's a bat rider, and we don't need no bristle ags.
Yeah, so the Hack's level 9, meanwhile Pure is level 12, so I don't know how much the Midas pays off, because he also farms lower than having the early Javelin and then the Maelstrom.
It does make your Mjolnir, your Omni Slash slightly cooler, because you attack faster, at the very least.
Yeah, by Moonshard first item then. Okay. Yeah, it does make some sense.
Roaches though,
good
dead
roach
though.
timing. Yeah, really good roach timing. It's kind of a surprise, something that you don't expect if you're BetBoom, because you're really looking at this timing of the Agonies on Bristol, and you know it's gonna be delayed because it had a bad lane. So you're like, okay, we're gonna need to contest at 16, 17 minutes, but no, they just go for it before, even without the Bristol. The only good thing for them is that the Aegis is not on Bristol, it's on Batrider. So when Bristol gets these Agonies, he can definitely still die.
Yeah, and Bristol's also gonna need BKB, because otherwise he's gonna get slowed down the entire time. Katami on the run. Leap over, bunny hop, let's go, Mario jumps. Does he get away? Yes, he does. See you later, alligator. And that is why Zeus is such an amazing hero in this batch.
Man, this hero... Not fair, not fair, not fair.
Hello, I got a blink that I can use when I'm damaged. Bye.
I feel like it's another time that the Haki saves his ultimate and doesn't get the kill. I think if he used the ultimate, he would still be able to catch himself.
I think he's used to already playing late game Juggernaut, where you never want to use the Omni Slash anyway, because your spin's better. And yeah, at this stage in the game, Omni Slash is still pretty good. Mid lane is gonna get pushed in. Entity, you see them, they're getting ready to break everything down with their massive pushing squad, and the snowball is starting right now. 3k net with lead, they've got the Aegis on their side, and the big plus, of course, with the fact that they took Roche down at 14 minutes is that the second Roche is gonna be there at 22 minutes ish. So then you get that one, Aegis plus Shard, and that's just a gigantic leap in strength of the team.
Yeah, and they were playing as 4. Now that they can play as 5, they can really take down the tier 2 towers, then control the post and get all the map advantage. We should really expect a snowball from now on. And it's not clear if BetBoom can take the fight, or if they should just try to show waves and get them away by forcing, for example, them to come back to defend the bot part of the map. But BetBoom, they're kind of grouping up. They want to take the fight, I believe. Or they just grouped up as... They're scared, actually.
Of course they're scared. I'm terrified. Lasso on. If Laurel dies, 90% of their team fight's gone.
Yeah, because they were like S5 on the triangle for so long and didn't smoke. Now finally they do smoke, so yes, they want to force someone to TP bottom, and on the same play, the Dawnbreaker can connect to the team fight on top.
Well, they find Stormstormer, but again, that's the reason they gave him the Aegis, so Pure can walk in. Their spells have all been used for the most part. Soulbind does come out. He's going to go for the spin to win. Double Silence comes out as well. Do they get the kill? Stormstormer is dropping low, and he is going to die. The massive heals come out, keeping them alive for a while. Omni Slash bouncing all over the place, but there are so many creeps soaking up most of the damage that Pure can just go in for the chase onto Laurel. He's going to go for the right click, smackdown, and he's just going to clean up this fight. It looks like Pure just does so much freaking damage. Give me more. Give me everything. Blood. I smell blood. He's not the seeker of blood. He's the breaker of backs, and that is Bristleback. Pure charging forward, no fear whatsoever. Team wipe. That is the Entity way.
Yeah, and you don't need any stuns if the enemy team just run at you with the Aegis, right?
Yeah.
I guess BetBoom, they kind of made the life of Entity easier by engaging. I really think like they should have showed one wave more bottom, and then when you see a hero tipping, the Dollbreaker can always connect with the ultimate, but he actually connected with a TP, so they didn't respect the timing of Entity. They are like, okay, Entity, they want to fight us for sure. What do we do? Oh, if they want to fight, let's give them a fight. I guess they should have just kept shoving waves and forcing the enemy on a tougher decision to fight.
Yeah, they were so focused on killing off Stormstormer twice that Stormstormer pretty much did nothing in that fight, and then, you know, they had nothing left for Pure. He just charges at them. He's level 18 now. Second highest is Stormstormer with 15. That's how much experience he got. He did 7.2k damage in that fight on the Bristleback. Everyone else in that fight, I think combined, didn't even come close.
Yeah, and he felt unkillable, and he's very, very close to his BKB now. So it really raises the question, how do you kill him? They do have a Vessel, but it's gonna be dispelled by the BKB.
They have a Midas. They can do it. I believe.
Can you Midas him?
If only. If only. No, they're looking for Stormstormer actually, but Stormstormer is you know, he died twice in that fight, but it's not the weakest hero in the game.
Yeah, and then there's also the Wraith Pact. It's really good against this BetBoom lineup. Of course, it's good against any lineup because it's good against damage. Wow, it's good against damage.
Top tier analyst right there. Top tier.
Yeah, yeah, it's good. Good item. Healing damage is good. Reducing damage is also good, guys. Killing heroes is good. Dying is bad. But the thing is, you actually force heroes out of position because this Cotto Greenstroke is a very, very strong backline. But if you catch them, the team fight is over. And you force the Juggernaut to run to get the Wraith back. And by that you break the team fight of the enemy team. Because then the backline is not protected anymore.
Pure also has his shard now finished, so he's going to be able to just chill, you know, in those team fights. He takes an Omni Slash. He's, okay, sure, I'll lurk about a little bit. And as you mentioned, you know, Wraith Pact in combination with the mech, in combination with the Hand of God from the Chen. Add on top that the Bristleback has 2.6k HP with massive armor damage reduction and a BKB.
Whoa.
It's looking fairly rough. They're going in onto the Bristle. The Huck does take a lot of damage. Actually, the Huck is blowing up, and he is very close to just straight up dying. Healing Ward. He's actually just ignoring the Huck completely, going for the backline, chasing after Laurel. He's got the BKB. Lasso does kill off the Huck in the end, and we have Pure going for more. Notice gets a stun going, but okay, Pure finally does get slowed down. I guess Loadstorm will be very advantageous for someone in this game, but they tried to kill the Bristle, and by the time that the Huck did like any slim 10% amount of damage, he already lost half his HP.
Yeah, he didn't get to use the ultimate. That's the least favorite target to find when you have a smoke, right? A Bristleback that just got his BKB fresh. They want to go for the Bristleback again. It's a kind of desperate move, like if we get him, we are back at the game. If we don't, we call GG.
I just have a 20 health regen talent that he just picked up, so
let's see if they manage.
Pretty neat. There's a big heal bomb coming up. Do they have the damage? It's taking quite some time. He is dropping low, and finally they do take him down. Notice gets the kill. That's a very big kill. Dead for 70 seconds. But is it enough, though?
That looked easier than expected. No?
Yeah.
Just died.
Yeah, no BKB, no where is it? No Hand of God, that one was still on cooldown, so
yeah. No teammates nearby, no Wraith Pact.
So if they just have the rest of Entity AFK for the next 3 minutes?
Here I come back to the point that I've been making since the draft. You need to show waves better if you're BetBoom, because then you force the enemy team to be separated. Like, you cannot be walking everyone the same area of the map. You really need to show those side lanes and make a hero come back. And then when you have the information that they're not grouped up, then you can get those pick offs. Because if you fight the Bristol, oh, the Chen.
Yeah, Fishman dropping low, Mac heals himself, Dobie comes to say hi to Notice, offlaner to offlaner, and Notice forced to pop the BKB TP out of there. Still takes a lot of dangerous damage in the meantime. And yeah, of course, the big plus of Chen is I always forget about that shard that he gets at 15 minutes in. He's walking around with two of those big dragons, those ancient black dragons, and they're very tanky.
Yeah, I think he might as well give shared unit control to Toby. It does make a lot of sense.
Oh,
Because then you just group up.
He did get the BKB off. Going for the TP. Gets it done in time. Stormstorm immediately going bottom where he sees the Hawk, but there's no lasso, so this is fairly scary. He just wants to defend the tier 2.
Yeah, but Chen is tipping top. That's what BetBoom wants. That they're split. And now they're pinging Toby. Because they know Batrider isn't there. They're starting to make the smart moves.
Illusion.
Split it up as much as possible. You have that mobility advantage on BetBoom in terms of having the Dawnbreaker on the other side of the map when needed.
Probably they need to give up this tower, but they are getting the mid-tier one at least finally in exchange. And it's very important for the Roche team fight. It's one last TP spot for the enemy team with buybacks.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Stormstormer, he got the shard and he's going for the Witchblade next. I've seen that a lot more these days. The actual using a shard on the Batrider kind of build.
After they removed like this Manta abuse, I haven't seen. I just seen on patch day, right? So
Yeah.
early Roche, that's really bad for BetBoom because they used the BKB on Koro, so they weren't ready to fight, and they will not be ready to fight into Aegis Bristleback.
Yeah, this time it goes to the Bristle. He's the big tanky hero. They will get a catch onto the Batrider though, but the heal is there, and Stormstormer should stay alive for the time being. So is Dark. They're all BKB'd up, and they already lost two on the dire side. In comes the very nasty pure Omni Slash. Look how much damage it does. It's non-existent. Dahak, you're completely in trouble. He's going to try and spin to win, but Pure's on the chase. He's also a very fast Bristle, and they are just getting absolutely demolished. Looking for more. Lasso is still available through all of that. High fives all around. An Entity, they're making a statement. And I'm really sad that Pure's not going to the major.
Yeah, they're playing really well as a team. And again, BetBoom, they're taking a fight 5 against 6 because the enemy has Aegis, while they are clearly behind. Doesn't seem to be the best of choices. Feels like they're kind of desperate, and what Entity offers, they just take it.
Yeah, Force Majeure, he's trying to get, you know, I don't know, say hi again, and it's just like your base is gone. Yeah, there's the GG well played being called. BetBoom, you know, there are not many teams that I trust in playing a snowball draft to success. There are actually only like 5 teams in the world that I really trust when I see a snowball draft. Entity is one of them because they're kind of wild, they're kind of just crazy sometimes in their approaches, and they are beautiful to watch.
Yeah, it felt a very level of execution.